What's going on, you guys? It's the Funny Man here, and today I'm not going to talk about the gameplay because it's really not that great. It's nothing special. Um, I know my last video I thought it was pretty good, but apparently a lot of other people didn't, and that's totally fine. I'm not expecting everyone to support everything I'm doing or to agree with everything I'm saying, and that's totally cool. But the problem I have is they didn't give me any reasoning or any support or any evidence to what they were saying. They basically just said that my gameplay was terrible, that it was all luck, I'm the luckiest COD player ever, that was such a lucky round, and that I should just stop commentating, especially over terrible gameplay like that. And I couldn't find any evidence with that. Could you guys? I don't think they justified what they had to say, and that's a problem, especially when they want me to stop commentating altogether, because I'm really enjoying this, and as long as I'm really enjoying it and I'm doing my best, that's all that really matters, and entertaining you guys would come second only to that. And don't get me wrong, I definitely want to entertain you guys, but if I'm not given constructive criticism or constructive feedback in general, then I can't really do anything about it. I mean, I could just guess at what you guys would like to see, what you guys don't really like to see or to hear or whatever, but that's about it. If you guys really want to make an impact on what I'm doing, then you're gonna have to put some thought in what you say and to really support yourself, and just defaulting to using a bunch of vulgar, and that's really not gonna help your case that much. I'm probably just gonna ignore the comment or read through it and basically shrug it off, because that's about all the weight it carries. So yeah, that's about it, and I'm not gonna bother responding to super negative comments because that's just gonna encourage it, and I'm also not gonna bother trying to censor it because that's just a big waste of time. Even if I gave you like a, I don't know, an 80-1 gameplay, something ridiculous like that, you guys still would find problems with it, or some of you at least, so why bother trying to fight something that's inevitable? It's just gonna happen. I'm just not gonna worry about it because I can't really do anything about it. So that's that. And I realize that gameplay is important, and that's just not what I'm gonna be as good at. You know, if anything, I'm gonna be much better at just giving quality commentating. I'm sorry, and I'm feeling a lot more comfortable with what I'm doing. Hopefully you can notice a difference between this video and my last one. There's a lot of things that kind of surprised me about the way I was talking and the sound of my voice and that from the first one, and I'm trying to improve on it. I know I haven't made all the improvements yet, and it's probably gonna take a while, but I'm feeling myself getting a lot more comfortable, getting a little bit better talking, and hopefully you guys like that. And if you do, if you think I'm doing a much better job than my first video, if you're liking what I have to say, please by all means thumb up the video. It helps a lot. And if you really like what I'm doing, maybe think about subscribing. Definitely gonna have a lot more videos up in the future, especially over this Christmas break. And yeah, so no one's forcing you guys to watch my videos. I mean, if you don't like it, just back out. It doesn't really matter. But you know, maybe if you just don't think I'm doing that good of a job in these videos, and you think I have some potential or something, or you feel like your criticism would benefit me in some way, by all means give it to me. I could definitely use constructive well thought out comments, because those would really help. And I can definitely improve my gameplay. I'm noticing that every time I'm hopping on, I'm doing something slightly better. And if I think if I can just really focus on everything that I'm doing, I could be a much better gamer. I would break down Call of Duty into 5 or 6 pillars. I'd say aiming and reaction time, which a lot of people would say are basically the only 2 things, but I would tend to disagree. I'd say that maybe 40% or so of Call of Duty, playing good Call of Duty. I would say the other 50-60% would be tactics. You know, how are you approaching the game mode? You know, what are you prioritizing? Are you prioritizing defending a flag, capturing one, keeping an enemy in a spawn, things like that? And I would also say that your approach to the game, your play style, if you will, has another strong influence on how well you do. Obviously, a rusher is going to heavily emphasize their reaction time and their aiming and their awareness much more than another play, so that's gonna be a little bit more skill oriented. Sniping, obviously, very skill oriented, but there's other ways to approach a game, and I think your small scale and large scale movements, small scale being your close quarters, hand-to-hand combat, your gunfights, the movements you use during something like that to keep yourself alive, whether that be like drop shotting, ducking behind cover, bunny hopping, anything. Those play an important role, as well as your large scale movements, which would be your map navigation. How are you positioning yourself relative to the enemy, relative to the enemy spawn, relative to the objectives, to do as well as you can, you know? Obviously, if you navigate the map properly, you're going to put yourself in very minimal danger, and you're also going to be able to wreak a lot of havoc and cause a lot of damage to the enemy team. And I would say that would make up playing Call of Duty well. Your reaction time, your aiming, your awareness. I think that's another huge key, is just being aware of, you know, where the spawns are, where everyone is, who's in buildings close to you, you know, who's set up where, and then your small and large scale movements, and then I'd say your tactics and slash game style, or gameplay style, or whatever you want to call it. If you can improve on just some of those things, you'll improve in general in Call of Duty. So I think I'm able to improve, and everyone should be able to improve significantly just by their approach and the mental aspects of Call of Duty, this more strategic and tactical side of it. And I mean, reaction time and aiming, they'll come with time, and that's what's going to separate amazing players from just really good players, is there's raw talent, and I'm not sure I have that, and I don't know if I'll ever develop it, but you know, for some people are just naturally more gifted, and they're just going to be able to crank out much better gameplay in that, but I won't, unfortunately. I'll have to work on it. I'm thinking about doing maybe a series on like the pillars of Call of Duty. I don't know if that sounds like something you guys would be interested in, but just breaking down those, what was that, like, I think 6 aspects of Call of Duty, 6 pillars, and just breaking down what those mean, how to improve on them, and that, because I need more improvement than a lot of people, and I think that would be really useful, watching someone like me who really needs it, who really depends on improving, you know, maybe my point of view or the way I'm gonna approach getting better. So hopefully any results you may see as far as my improvement, you can look at those videos and see how I tried going about doing it, and maybe you guys can think of your own little ways to improve in Call of Duty and do better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary. Hopefully you guys respect and appreciate what I had to say. Whether or not you agree with it is a different story, but yeah, please thumb up the video if you liked it, thumb it down if you didn't, and provide thoughtful comments. It'd really help. And other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.